that is all the role quests caught up. We have a little bit of time to do some of the story. Let's head back to Tuliolol and find out where we're going next. That's up by the castles where we gotta go. Let's talk to a couple of NPCs here so we can recap where the hell we're headed. Okay, yeah, we're right after the coronation ceremony. Ever greater, ever brighter. Dawntrail Orchestra roll. Music roll for Dawntrail. Oh, we're already getting the song of the expansion's theme song. Neat. Uklamat is truly coming to her own, is she not? Indeed, even as she moved the people with her heartfelt words, she retained her characteristic spontaneity, as evidenced by her nomination of Kona as fellow Dawn servant. As sudden as it was, I would like to believe she gave it all due consideration. She could do far worse. Kona completed every feat except the last, and that he only forfeited to help Uklamat secure victory. I look forward to seeing how Tuliolol will prosper under their care. Everyone, thank you for coming. I can see you all perfectly from up there. That was such an impressive speech, Dawn Servant. I told you, no titles. Besides, after everything we've been through together, you're nothing less than family. So, like my family does, I'd like you to call me Lemati. I'll try to pronounce it correctly. I have to pick that one. Oh, don't worry about that. However you say it, I know it'll be with love. If we do mispronounce it, please correct us. But it would be my honor to call you Lemati. Mine as well. Indeed, consider us your Eorzean cousins, if such a notion appeals to you. Eorzean cousins. It's a little embarrassing, but not in a bad way. There's still lots I'd like to say, but I need to make my rounds first. I want to thank my supporters who are visiting for the occasion. Would you wait for me here? Of course, we'll keep ourselves entertained. That said, would you join me, Andy? Wonderful. Come and meet me outside the Winged Walk, then. Okay. Elfin, how come he gets to go? This is bullshit. I don't know if I saw Kentenram in attendance, did you? I sure didn't, but he was in a cutscene. Elfin is like, how the fuck do you pronounce this? About us, go and have some fun with Ukla or Lamatil. They're all trying to figure it out. She'll always be Wuklamat to me, no matter how important she gets. Aaronville's that childhood friend that never lets you remember, never lets you forget that time in 6th grade when you forgot to do the health homework. Ready? Let's go. Our first stop is Aunt T's Tacos. Not just for a snack, I promise. Mukevu and Mablu should still be there. Uklamat's now accompanying you. Oh, there's the stairs. Like, where are the stairs up here? I think I tell me twice. To the taco stand we go. have to wonder if there's a sightseeing log hidden in some kind of jump puzzle here. They seem to like to do that recently. Ever since Kugane Tower, they're like, what do we put jump puzzle shit in the game? Yeah. Which I don't dislike. Some of them are a little bullshit. Like Kugane Tower is a little bullshit. That's some getting over it bullshit. Bacchus Moonhunter. The Bacchus I know is from Yakuza 0. It's been a while since I've been to the capital. I'm glad to find it so lovely. Dawn's servant Uklamat. She was marvelous up there, wasn't she? I simply wept with joy. Oh ho Kali. These tacos are delicious, though no doubt even tastier if topped with reeds. Dawn's servant Uklamat. Words cannot express the profound joy your ascension has brought me. Whoa, what's happening there? You guys see that? It's like a weird, like, transparency effect or like a weird overlay. No need formalities? For formalities, I'm still the same old me. Alright then, I shall forego formalities. There's like a weird, like a light background. Ah, but I cannot. You are Dawn's servant. Too disrespectful is it is to address you without your due title. As Dawn's servant, I'm ordering you not to bother with formalities. Alright then, I won't bother anymore. He's such a weird character. I could more easily converse with a drunken alpaca. Thank you for helping Uklamat become Dawn's servant, Andy. Political opinions in our community may have been divided, but a Dawn servant's ascension presents us all with a prime opportunity, which is why I convinced everyone to participate in a commemorative sales campaign. A wonderful plan, no? My first big undertaking as a merchant. I do like the sound of a sale, so long as I'm not persuaded to buy too much. So good to see all of you again. I wanted to personally thank each of you for your help. The feat of reeds and the feat of gold are my first true tests as a claimant. If not for your guidance, I would have failed the rite of succession before I fully understood its importance. Now that you've given me a taste for celebrating culture, I can't wait to see what else Tuliyola has to offer. In Zaktoral, for instance. As always, you must observe proper etiquette. I would be happy to offer my services as a tutor, should you desire them. I can think of no better instructor. I'll be sure to bring Kona as well. Duties as Dawn's servant will be plentiful. Don't forget your promise to attend Ihihana next season. Of course, I wouldn't miss it. I've made a name for myself as a merchant. I'll come by the palace and tell you all about my biggest sales. I look forward to it. I've been personally attending to your alpaca's care. Dare we hope to see you at the ranch again? Yeah, tell my fluffy spit-filled friend that Uklamat will soon visit soon. Anyway, you'll have to excuse us. Oh, you haven't seen Von Jantatine around, have you? Tall, slim fellow with long pointy ears? Saw a man matching that description by the weapons dealer in Bayside Bevy. The company of a moblin and a pair of Yakui, if I remember correctly. Bayside Bevy, got it. Enjoy the festivities, everyone, and the tacos. I'm a big fan of tacos myself, actually. It's Aunt T. Coming down to Aunt T's Tacos. We got a wide range of options from healthy to hearty, plus a variety of salsas to choose from. Come on down to H.H. Gregor. Got Epiplices. T-shirt to shirts. H.H. Gregor. We have all the Tehingses. It's Rakarok. Hot friend. They address you as pot friend. You know that was done on purpose. Ragnarok is grateful for this meet again. It's Girl Furler. See that? Now imagine if all of them were as big as this guy. Now they actually like look like giants, and they don't have like the eyes of like weird fucking bug people. Like he's got actual like forward-facing eyeballs, and not like the weird bulbous things these guys ended up with. I've not come to Tuliolol in quite some time. Citizens behold the High Luminary with awe. No doubt few have seen one of his station, or his stature. Yeah, he's only... Well, if I'm 5'9", and I only meet his kneecap, you could stack like 4 of me on top of myself and still probably not be as... This guy's gotta be like 25 feet tall. He's huge. A big lad. Ukla, our dawn servant. Andy, you honor us with your presence. Thank you for coming, everyone. I know the journey to Tuliolol isn't a short one. A long road worth the travel to congratulate new dawn servants. To hear the head of reason has passed brings me sorrow, but we who remember him will ensure he lives on. May the accolades of this day be as offerings to the future he envisioned. High Luminary and I attend on behalf of Warlor's Echo. Had our people come in mass, we would have been seen. It would have been an obstruction. Nonsense, you're always welcome, all of you. This is your city as much as anyone's. I'm glad to see you hale and whole, Andy. I know little of the particulars. I can only imagine your latest adventure has been both long and colorful. Beginning with near shipwreck, if you'll remember. And here we stand, celebrating the ascension of your claimant. My journey began, I thought only of preserving the peace that my father worked so hard to create. But the feat of pots, the feat of proof, and the feat of ice showed me that peace is not simply the absence of war. Being able to live together in safety and happiness. That was what my father envisioned for this nation. That's the Tuliolol I want for you all. I promise you this, as Dawn Servant, I'll do everything I can to bring that same happiness to the bandits in Kazumauka and the Akhui of Chirargar and Saltern. I won't forsake them. As I was moved by your father's influence, so too may the Chirargar come to accept your peace. Their beliefs have stood for a millennium, while not easily shifted, neither are they immutable. Well, I can be pretty determined. I'll come around eventually, mark my words. I can vouch for the efficacy of such determination. Thanks to the Moblin's hospitality, I've been able to rediscover the joy of my craft and honor my father's legacy. Now that good living is secure, the village overflows with field smiles. Such cooperation between help hands and potsworn is the very spirit of a healthy pact. A partnership like yours is bound to be fruitful. I look forward to seeing the fantastic pieces you produce. There's some other people I'd like to see, so we should take our leave. Let's try and find Hunmu Ruk. Zabrak Rex? I believe I saw him on the sands below. Fuck is this late night streaming bullshit? Go to dude, it's only 10 o'clock. Get a watch. What's up, Cider? Gleam Sands, thank you. Enjoy your time in the city, and remember, this will always be your home too. Yeah, but you're old and go to bed early? No, I go to bed at a normal human hour of about 11:30. I'm not old. I just actually go to sleep. My grandma, now she's old. She goes to bed at like fucking 8 o'clock. She's passing out on the couch like, Grandma, you're falling asleep. Go to bed. No, I'm awake. What a variety of foods and flavors they have here. I must be sure to bring some home for the others. I must thank my attendants in Korgoris to such an auspicious occasion. As Ardox of Mamuk, I have a duty to represent the goodwill of my people. I fucking wish, nah. Imagine going to bed before midnight. Despair. Yeah, I figured a lot of you are all nocturnal or insomniatic. In Cider's case. My, you honor us with a personal visit, Dawn Servant. Congratulations upon your ascension. No, none of that. My title may have changed, but I'm still just Wook Lamont. More than just, I'd say. You've grown into a leader fit for this nation. Your father must be proud. I hope so, but big events like this make me wonder, you know? What my birth parents might say if they knew. Beepo smile. I imagine they would say it fills their hearts with joy to see the strong, compassionate woman you become. For reference, that's her actual dad. Owe you my thanks as well for fulfilling your promise to me. I told Bakul Jaja to stay with us so we could all congratulate you in person, but he marched off muttering something about not being able to face you just yet. The boy needs purpose. Purpose beyond catering to the demands of others. He was always too obliging for his own good. What the fuck are the not cat people things? Those are lizard people. They're called the Mamulja. I'm sure he'll find it in his own time, especially if he knows his family is there for him. That we are. They're kind of like lizard chameleon people. By the by, have you seen Kentenram anywhere? Or Tonqua, that is. Kentenram, was it? A strong name, if a bit exotic. I called upon him before leaving Mamook, but he wasn't at home. I don't recall seeing him at the ceremony either. The first promise was notably absent as well, though I assumed he required time to salve his injured pride. Everyone thought he'd be the one to succeed Papa. My victory must have come as quite a shock to him. As for Tonqua, I'm sure he's around here somewhere, or ready to appear when we least expect him. We'd best be going, but relax, enjoy, and make yourselves at home. And come visit us anytime. Alright, I think I found everyone I could find. Let's return to the others in the Winged Walk. I like how a Niv just straight up is just like, nah, you don't get to sleep. I fucking wish, nah. And Niv's just like, nah. Niv is aware. I've noticed the Niv getting a lot more aware in its responses recently. The rumors that Galul Jaja might go on a pilgrimage now that he's no longer Dawn Servant. I'm sure the transition process will keep him in the capital for some time yet. Well, you're back. Aaronville was just regaling us with stories from Lamati from when they were little. What, the one about the taco? It was basically clean when I found it. Oh no, the one about Papa's feathers? Look, I don't know where else to wipe my nose, but I was too little to know better. Galul Jaja stopped by to offer his thanks for our support. He also bade me extend his gratitude to you for assisting a concerned father. I'm not sure what he meant by it, but I assume you do. Welcome back. I hope we didn't rush on our account.
Seen everyone you wanted to see?
I have. Sorry for keeping you all. Now, there's just one last matter. What Kona spoke to you about.
Oh?
I'm sure he made it abundantly clear, but I'm completely serious. I want you to stay in Tulichola with me.
I mean, I'm not going anywhere. Where else do we have to go for right now?
I'm not forcing you, of course. But should you wish it, you'll always have a place here.
She wants to fuck. Calm down, Cider.
That's right. This is for you.
This is for you. Fucking
A
Diddy
permit
Kong
granting
racing.
passage to Chatural, which, as I recall, you've yet to see.
Yo, new shit to fish in? Hell yeah.
An adventurer like you could hardly resist, no?
Alright, well now you've given me incentive to stay. You know just the right things to say then.
I can't believe our journey is over already.
What are you talking about? We're only level 95. We're not done yet. We're only halfway through.
You accepted me as a comrade and stood with me to the end. You have my eternal gratitude. Thank you. Well, I had better get going. I need to start learning all my official Dawn servant duties. I'll be sure to share what my old man says about the Golden City too, once he tells me. Till then, feel free to pass the time as you like.
Class change. Fisherman. Don't have to tell me twice.
For now, I will remain in Tural. There's someone I'd like to see before returning to Charlian.
What about the rest of you?
No, we don't really have any prior commitments.
Alize and I also intend to remain a while longer. As educational as this experience has been thus far, we feel there are even more lessons to be had for Garlemald. By hearing about the peace your father facilitated, and then seeing you reforge relations with Mamuk, we were reminded of a profound truth. That is, acceptance begins with understanding.
And, like you demonstrated throughout the rite, there are unexpected yet effective ways for two sides to understand each other. The question is how to encourage it, and by seeing more of this nation born of unity, we hope to find some hints.
Personally, I can hardly wait to learn more about the City of Gold. So, if I may, I'd like to stay in Tulayolal as well.
By all means, your rooms are at your disposal for as long as you need them.
And what of you? Thinking of touring Shaktural, perhaps?
I've already got my tackle box loaded up. That's the plan.
Of course. You're hardly the type to leave half a continent unexplored.
She knows me too well.
Then perhaps we could travel together?
Orenville expansion, let's go!
The person I intend to meet is my mentor, so I'll be visiting my hometown in Shaktural. If you have no particular destination in mind, I'd be happy to guide you en route.
Then it's farewell for now. Take care, all of you.
You're hardly the one to leave half a continent unexplored. Caught, very caught.
When you're ready, come and meet me at the Shaktural Skygate.
Okay. Hey Kona. You coming with?
We're friends to the end, you hear me? Friends to the end!
It's nice, Erenville, having friends that don't want to kill me. It's an odd feeling for once. The last friend that was my friend to the end chased me to the ends of reality. and then insisted we fight to the death. It was a weird one, that one. Alright, what do we want to go walking around in the next region with here? I'll walk around a samurai for now. Give the gunbreaker a bit of a rest. Alright, he's up by the door. We've gone through most of the expansion for right now as gunbreaker, and with everything all caught up, we're at the leisure that we can play whatever we want right now. That's really nice. It's always a nice feeling. Nice and caught up, not have to worry about nothing. There we are, Bright Boom Post. Later, are you really that down bad that every nice thing someone of the opposite sex does is like, yo, they want to fuck? Like, bro, they're just being nice. They're just friends. Oh, dude, they fucking. Oh, they fucking. Past these gates and over the bridge lies Dawntrail. You have your permit, yes? Packed and ready? No last minute stops to make before we leave? Forgive me, I'm afraid traveling with our new Dawn servant may have scarred me for life. Let's head out to the new zone. What's our next region gonna be? Meanwhile, in the depths of the sky-deep cenote... What is Zorul job to? Oh, where did he get it? Oh, he must have stolen one of the keystones somehow. This is the gate to the Golden City. 2 decades ago, your father bade me transcribe a letter to a scholar across the Salt, petitioning the study of this place. What he discovered was something the Dawn Servant feared enough to seal away forever, or so we thought until the right's objective became the City of Gold. To think that Tonqua would be entrusted with its safekeeping. Had I known that doddering old fool carried a set of keystones, we might have spared ourselves those tiresome feats. Oh, they stole them. Great power. So they were the ones that attacked Kentenram then. Great power sleeps here, and with it, you shall obtain your birthright. So you say that the new Dawn Servants succeeded where I could not. Taking their throne will be no easy task. The resilient son underestimates his own potential. There is no need for worry. Oh. I've liberated the key from the Dawn Servant's vault. You alone have the means to unlock the gate. You will gain all you were denied, the right, your father's shade. These bitter memories will soon be forgotten. What the hell are they planning here? Look, if they lock the door with that big of a fucking lock on the front of it, whatever's in there, you don't want to open up and let out. I've watched enough sci-fi shit to know a door that big with a complicated enough lock as that, whatever's inside there, it's meant to stay in there. Seize your future promise. Open the gate and become the ruler you were destined to be. It's working. Is some there can hear me? Last. Who's there? Show yourself. If only I could. Alas, this gate will not open for me. Only the key in your possession can connect us. Then you are the guardian of the city's great power? Do not claim this power is great, but the knowledge I possess is enough to realize any desire to remake worlds. Is that so? Fascinating. Name your price then. My desire is the world itself. Yes, yes, the resilient sun rises. Together we shall create a nation worthy of our rule. Promise, why? Never saw that coming. The useless tool is cast aside. Deliver me a new world, one that bends to my will. As you wish, but in exchange. Alright, well, what the hell is that gonna be? Right triumphant. Sunforged. And we got the Dawntrail Orchestron roll. Alright. The long road to Dawntrail. This is the quest we needed. A sweet muffin. Kookaroo bean powder has been mixed into the batter for even more sugary sweetness. I do like muffins. Ready to get underway? Present your travel pass to that guard and let us be off. You won't have to wait long to enjoy sightseeing. The bridge to Dawntrail is a wonder in its own right. This gate is barred to all save those with express permission from one of the Dawn servants. I have a permission from both of them, actually. Signed by Val Wuklamat herself. My apologies, sir. If you would wait here just a moment. That's a big ass door. The bridge is so long I can't see the end of it. I gotta walk the whole thing.
Shall we then?
It's a big fucking bridge. It's a big bridge. Ah,
On the far side of that great bridge unfolded the wilds of Shaloni, where the sun guides in the Shitona tongue. A harsh guide, to be sure, with its blazing rays scorching the land and hardening its inhabitants. But sweeping change had come to the arid expanse when, beneath its red crust, vast deposits of ceruleum were discovered.
ah.
Embracing this opportunity, Vau Kona supporters hurtle on, driven by dreams of a future illuminated by blue flame. It is here that our journey continues, our path taking us along winding roads of steel. Each length of track a declaration of hope and ambition.
We've entered Red Dead Redemption 2. We need more money. Come on,
My
Aaronville.
home, Yasulani, lies past Shaloni. It will be a long journey, but the railroad should make it easier.
Yo, we get to ride a train? I've only gotten to blow those up since now. Wait,
As for
what?
the way to
Yeah,
the train station,
all the trains I've
let's
wanted to
head
actually ride
eastwards,
this
shall
game,
we?
we've had to blow them up. Dude, they even have buffalo in this game now. Oh, what have we here? Got a whole lot of people traveling through on their way to and from the city. Never a dull moment for me or the Ronique. This is a cool zone already. Short on Ronique? Afraid so. If one will suffice, I have a creature ready and waiting. If you need two, then you'll have to wait. Good. Ronique have been acting strangely of late. More easily spooked and otherwise disagreeable. Picking out a few fit for Renton's proven bothersome work. Look how they all talk like they're from fucking Texas. I got that K-Kona twang. Usually so docile. The ones I saw earlier didn't appear to be unhealthy either. Much has changed since last I was here. Not the best start to our journey. It would be a boring journey if there wasn't something to solve the second we got here. Still, the train station isn't far. Seeing as we aren't in a hurry, let's go on foot. About that, sir. As well traveled as you look, it's not only the Ronique that have been giving us trouble. Other wildlife have shown signs of aggression too. The merchant should be returning soon with one of our beasts. Stick around till they do. I'll see you both on Ronique for a safer trip. Your offer is most appreciated, but I don't think my friend here is particularly concerned about the wildlife. Actually, I may be a little concerned. But the Ronique, Aaronville, the Ronique! If this is your first time in Shaloni, I can understand your enthusiasm. It'd be a shame not to ride one at least once while you're here. A fair point. If we're to give you the authentic Shaloni experience, I suppose it's worth the wait. Right, change of plans. There's a small town nearby, and we can pass the time there while waiting. Take it you're heading to Hootswati then? Have a man to bring the Ronique. I'll have a man bring the Ronique over there. Just mind yourself around the drunkards and troublemakers, eh? I'm from Limsa. I think we'll be fine. That's certainly an interesting cactus. What was the big zone? Oh, it's a big zone. It's got 3 aetherites. There's a big zone. Last time I was here, it was a little more than a camp with a shop or 3. It seems things have changed since you've been gone.
Well, well. It's become a proper town.
They've got a saloon.
Hey! Now hold on a minute.
Some sort of trouble.
I'm talking to you, you old bastard.
Give me strength. For the last time, the investigation is closed. There's no refuting the evidence.
I don't give a shit about your evidence, you lying scum. You release my friends, or I'll make you wish you had.
Let me remind you who the scum is here. Your friends, who had the temerity to point their firearms at me, the deputy chief of the Dust Watch. And after taking them into custody, what should we discover but incontrovertible proof that they had committed larceny? They will not be released until they've paid for their crimes.
I'd heard the peacekeeping force had been formed to deal with growing lawlessness. Seems the situation is bad indeed.
Still can't get up a fuss, eh? Sounds like poor Zekua needs his bottle.
Sure he wouldn't prefer his mama's teat? Treat me like a child, will you? My friends haven't done anything wrong, damn it! They've been framed!
Oh, stubborn little runt. Listen here, Zekua. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you'd best comport yourself like one. That means respecting the rules.
Something's going on here. I smell shit, and it's not the buffalo.
Order may be precarious here in Shaloni, but it can be had if each man does the right thing. And for those that don't, well, they have to answer to the Dust Watch. Now run along and think before you cast aspersions next time. Lest you hurt my feelings.
I don't like this guy.
Fine! If that's how it's gonna be.
I wouldn't if I were you.
Oh, hey, Estinian. The hell's he doing here?
There's a time to fight and a time to withdraw. For you, that's now.
What?
Hey!
What are you doing, Zekua? You better not be stirring up trouble.
Wahute! You sack of Ronek shit! This ain't over! You hear me?
want to tell me what that was about?
Nothing that need concern you, sir. Zekoa is simply struggling to come to terms with the low character of his friends. But for good measure, I'll have the men keep an eye on him.
Yes, you do that.
Now, if you'll excuse
It
me,
might just be someone
I'll go
doing a
make my
generic,
rounds.
like, Western accent voice, but it would be really funny if that's the same guy who does Arthur from Red Dead 2. Now Dutch. It would be really, really funny if they got the same voice actor. Funny running into a Stydian here, of all places.
I wasn't expecting to see your faces among the crowd.
We weren't expecting to run into you here either.
Talk is rife there's a new Dawn servant. Take it you found it then. The Golden City.
Sure did.
Aye, the contest is over. And as I needed to return home to Yasulani, I offered to show our friends some of Shaktural. What brings you north?
Nothing in particular. Just seeing what there is to see.
Stydian's like, I didn't have anything else to do. Going wherever the wind blows, eh?
Gulul Jaja compensated me rather generously for our duel. I'll be able to enjoy a comfortable life on the road for the foreseeable future. But for now, I shall be moving on. Oh, by the way, I recommend you try the Sabatender. They may not look it, they're surprisingly delicious.
Like how Stydian's just on his own little journey.
But we don't serve Sabotender here.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't think about it too hard, Ardenville. He's taken a few knocks to the head over the years. No sooner do we set out than we run into excitement. At least no one was hurt. The Dust Watch has the work cut out for them. As long as I can remember, all disputes, big or small, were settled by dueling. The peoples of Shaloni rarely saw eye to eye, and for better or worse, it was the simplest way to settle differences. As most would sooner not risk their lives, though, it encouraged parties to pursue peaceful resolutions in a roundabout fashion. The Dust Watch was likely established by supporters of Kona, preferring peace be enforced through the formal rule of law. Reasonable stance, all things considered. If things ever got out of hand, the Landsguard would be forced to step in. What freedom they have now would be lost under Zoral Jaw's authority. All of which is to say, unless a lengthy stay in the jailhouse appeals to you, be mindful of how you handle your arms in town. We got a new Aethernet destination. Alright, well, we got side quests to do. We got a new Aetherite to pick up, and we should have a new quick travel point. Well, this will be a cool new zone to explore and have fun in. Let's go talk to the gemstone traders. We have new fates to complete. Nopali tender tuna. Harvested from the body of a Nopali tender. Its flesh is watery yet sweet. Ronik chuck. The tough sinewy shoulder meat of a ronik. Ronik fleece. Tumble claw weeds. A dried plant matter typically wrapped around the body of a tumbleclaw. May sometimes be seen rolling along in the breeze, divested of its owner. Is there a quick travel stand here? I guess there isn't one right now. Well, we've made it to the Old West. I'll have to look into that, but I am gonna let's check before we call it a night here. I want to see. Arthur Morgan. Roger Clark is Arthur's voice actor. Let's see, is he in this expansion? I don't think it's gonna be Roger Clark that's doing it, but it would be really funny. He does voices in Tactics Ogre Reborn, which is pretty cool. No, it's not him. So yeah, it is just a generic Western voice being done by someone else. It would have been really funny if it was him, though. It would have been really funny if it was him. Alright, though. That is where we're going to call it a night, guys. It's coming up on 11 o'clock. We made it into the next zone. We got all the role quests caught up. We can finally progress the story again. We have a new area of content to explore and progress and fish in, and we can actually do the rest of the hunts finally. We actually can do all the intermediate level hunts now. So we will hang out here and we will explore the Old West. This will be cool. I'm a big fan of cowboy stuff, so this will be quite the interesting escapade, I'm sure. I'm interested to see where Aaronville's originally from too, and what that region's gonna look like. So that'll be neat. But this has been a really cool expansion. I'm excited to see what the rest of the game teaches.